Hello, this is David Dean, and yeah, I logged on this morning, and I had Lower North invite me into his base, and wow, he has built a gigantic base, and he is only on Storm Shield Defense number 4 in Plankerton, and wow, he has done a giant build. I also just did a video about the different build and defense base constructors. And one of the things now, if you have the power recycling, you can gather so much materials and put so much more into your bases right now. But yeah, we're going to go through, and one of the main things of this video, his Amplifier C is one I did not place down, so I was not able to show defenses on it, and he has some great defenses on it. So I'm going to be showing that off. First, we want to get into his main. It says Amplifier A. That is actually the amplifier behind it. This is the home base. And just doing a ton of building here using stonework. Kind of doing that city megaplex. Over here, defensive, he has his defender pads sitting on the side. Putting them up here where really nothing can attack him except for range attacks. And sitting pretty good there. He likes using the triangles with the slits in them, which gives a nice appearance. And also, and I highly recommend this, if you are building your trap, or building your defenses where there are trap tunnels and things are just walking through it, it's okay to build them in wood, because they're not going to be bashing on the walls, the propane is not going to be exploding, they're simply walking through it. And you can save your metal and stone for when they actually get up to the amplifier or the home base, and use that for the attacks coming at it. But yeah, he did a great job with that, where the furthest out structures were done with lumber. And then you get up here, it definitely has a different look than most of the time you see up top, where he just has a row going across. And looking at some of his buildings remind me, they're not identical to what HiQ builds, but it has kind of the same look or style. And he is definitely one of the best builders in the whole game. So, but getting over here for his defenses for the home base on the west side, they're going to be dropping down from here. I hope they won't be spawning where he's built this. But I actually love this trap he's done. I've done it before, but I'm not sure if I ever put it on video. So I definitely wanted to come over here and highlight it, where the mobs are coming out. They're dropping down. And when they drop down, they're getting frozen by the freeze traps. Wall darts shooting all the way across. Dynamos doing massive damage. Most everything's going to be dying here. What doesn't die here goes down here to floor launchers, which goes up to the 45s, which puts you right back where they came from. And this is a great build, because whatever comes down, like the Husky Husk, might survive that. But if they come down here, they're just going to get launched right back up there and take all that damage again. Out here, you got the walls blocking them off with the wall darts, wooden floor spikes slowing them down. And then they finally get down here, and hardly anything should get through that at all. He's definitely overbuilt for what he needs for defenses in this, but he's just having fun building. This is great stuff. And coming over here on this side, all of this defense is for the spawn point right up there on his Amplifier A. They will spawn up there. They have this narrow ledge to walk across to get to the amplifier, and you can just knock them all down here, forcing them to go through this great big trap pit. And once again, this is far enough out that it doesn't matter what material you build it out of. You just need a place basically to put your traps. And then they come up and around, and really nothing's going to be surviving this, maybe a smasher or two. And then there's still traps up here. Finishes it off with a wall launcher, setting them off. Floor launcher to 45 back in here, which sends them back down to do it all over again. And I don't see anything getting up here, but if they do, more wall launchers, more traps. Yeah, this guy, See, this is why I wish they would put a level on the storm shield defenses, kind of like in the missions right now. You have the pylons that you can up the difficulty level and get more rewards for upping the difficulty level. They need that in the storm shield defenses, because this guy could peg it out and he still would be okay defending this base. That is awesome, just all the way around here. But let's get up into here. Is once again, he builds really strong defenses, but he also worries, or I guess he enjoys, giving a cool, interesting look to his base. Let's see, I'm trying to catch that edge. Right down there, there is a defender pad on the second floor again. Just sniping anything that would even get close. The spawn point is right over there. And as I said, they come through on this narrow ledge. He has launchers that spit them off on the side. If they get by the launchers, tons of traps. Wow, this is a lot of resources. He's pretty much guaranteed to solo this. Whoop, that was probably a bit far. Here's just a better look at his amplifier build. It reminds me, and even more so, let's see, over here on this one, he likes doing up to and over 1. It kind of gives that llama head look to his amplifiers, which to me, you know, I think that's just more interesting, seeing how you're doing Fortnite. Up here, he just has it open. This is for basically lobber defense. If the lobbers are throwing in their projectiles, trying to blow up your building, they have to get through 1 piece of metal, 2 piece of metal, 3 piece of metal, 4 piece of metal. Basically 4 or 5 pieces of metal, which is great. Great defense on that. And then on the lowest level, he has a launcher. Normally, I would say he needs a 45 to keep the smashers from charging. But he has so much defense on this, I don't think the smashers will ever be getting close. He has the launcher like I had right here, 2 launchers like this going out to launchers, floor launchers up to 45, and he sends them out flying. I had put a wall here and they had to shoot up and over. He just left it open, and that's kind of a good thing, because here the wall launchers actually shoot them back 2 to 3 tiles. So if he has strong enough wall launchers, they'll just go back here straight into the pit with the freeze trap, with the dynamos, with the wall launcher, spitting them out over here, down on retractable floor spikes, more dynamos, and then when they try to leave, they get a floor launcher, sends them up to the 45, and puts them right back in there, the whole time getting eaten up by wall darts. Massive, massive damage. This is great. Just a little zigzag in here in the beginning. For this, he is killing off a bunch of those little husks. He is using a ton of the ceiling zappers, which I wish I had a good ceiling zapper. That is really hurting me right now in my defenses, because these are the ones that take out the smashers, take out the propane tanks and the Husky Husk early on. And then you have the ceiling electric fields that clear out all the little pesky mobs. Down here, coming in, and it looks like this is for him to stand in when they're coming in and attacking. He has the dynamos here, but he has a dynamo on the inside. And the only reason I can think of putting a dynamo in the inside here is if he's standing here, which is also why he has the heel pads. And then he can just hop back and forth between the two. And then up here, immediately get torn up. Just tons of damage. This is awesome. I love it. But I want to get over to that amplifier that I mentioned that I had not done, and he had. And that is right over here, his Amplifier C. It doesn't look like he's done the defenses yet to the east, but the south he has really built up, and it seems to be a really good trap tunnel. I'm going to go through that. I do want to point out once again, just for the fun of it, he builds a lookout tower here. It really has no function, but it's just a cool looking add onto the entire megaplex structure here. I think he called it Spaceship, his Spaceship build. So, love that. But let's get over here. And right now he hasn't connected this building with that building, well, basically his trap tunnel building to his amplifier. Definitely would want to run one piece here, one there, so he could place down his base. He seems to be running around right now doing with the heavy base constructor, which I just love, and I'm going to do some more test videos with him. Oh, isn't that a great shot? Just standing in the light, all godly like. But sorry, having fun. I love geeking out on a really good build. But I'm trying to remember, how did he get up there? All right. Through here, and this is always an interesting part, figuring out other people's maze of getting around. All right, up here. This is the trap tunnel. He has it right on the very edge of the storm shield, obviously, and is kind of building through it. Spawn point is going to be out there. Everything is coming in. You got the wooden floor spikes slowing them down. Wall darts shooting out that long distance. Ceiling electric fields right in front, taking out all those little pesky mobs. By the time things get through here, basically the only thing you're going to have left are the high hit point husk. And here, he's even doing the launcher to another launcher. And just eating them up with dynamos. Getting down here where they're dynamos, tractable floor spikes, he has a wall launcher sending them into here, and that might seem a little counterintuitive. Sorry. Then they get kicked out, but they land on a launcher that shoots them with a 45 back over here, and then they're taking massive damage here and entering the lower level of the trap tunnel, getting all eaten up, launcher spitting them back. A lot of times he's doing these two-tier half walls, where usually mine are only one. He likes the two. And then you get up to the base, and you still got some strong defenses here with a launcher. But in truth, nothing should be really getting back here. And if it does, he should have plenty of time to react to it. This side is as strong as can be. Like I said, over here on his east side, he really hasn't built it up yet. But right here, the best thing you do, right here, this launcher. Actually, I would take this half wall out and put the half wall right here so they have to walk further. But the launcher, spit them out over here and just doing damage. There's natural rock there, natural rock there. The majority of the mobs are going to come through right here. So this is where his trap tunnel is going to be. A few will come over the top here. There is a ridge. I can't really get to it, but they can walk up here and come pouring over, which does cause some issue. I am going to get up into the tower, so just try not to get dizzy with me spinning around here. But it does give a killer view of this gigantic megaplex he has built. And once again, he's only on Storm Shield Defense number 4. He has built none of the amplifiers on the far side to the west. And right now he has his home base, Amp A, and we haven't looked at Amp B, which is just amazing. I love that. And then Amp C. Let's get a little bit further over here. And this, wow, this is definitely a spaceship look. This is with the two different tunnels going all the way, and then this top area and the light just spilling out of it. That is absolutely a killer look for amplifier design. Now, does he need all that? Probably not. Definitely not. He definitely does not need all that. But it is a cool look, and I love it. So that is a great part of this game, doing things like that. Like here, he has these 45s in here. That is really no way defensive. Nothing is going to be pounding on those. First of all, they're coming from that direction, so even if they get up there, they're just going to walk across it. And the metal isn't really protecting from lobbers, because the lobbers want back here with the amplifier. He put in those ridges just to give it a really cool, basically spaceship look design. And that's awesome. I love it. And he does not have to worry. On mine, I had a ton of defenses over here, trap tunnels. But since he put down Amplifier C, that takes away the spawn point, so he doesn't have to worry about this side, and he just puts stone everywhere. to give it that city look. And then we will head out here. This also, I mean, it has a great look, but is extremely functional. Mobs are going to spawn right on top of this ridge here. And then half of them will probably come in here, getting eaten up by traps. I kept having my smashers, even if they spawned way up there, the smashers would come down through here. And this doesn't look like a lot of defense. But the fact is, mainly if he's using this constructor, he's going to have electric floors. So everything walking on this is going to take damage. Everything walking on this is going to get damage from the wooden floor spikes and walk 30% slower. Dynamos are going to do some heavy damage where he has them placed. And anything big, like that's the smashers I said, they're getting hit by these ceiling zappers. And ceiling zappers just do mega damage. So this will be taking out anything like that. And, wow, this one's a little bit longer. He has a lot of stuff. Here, the middle area, they probably shouldn't be coming in here too much. But if they do, they're going to get hit by the dynamo. They're going to get hit by the wall darts. And then they're in the trap here, and they're going to get eaten up. This is the other leg of the trap. And he has this really blocked off up there. Anything tries to go around the ridge, launchers are going to be spitting them back down in here, which just works out great. Once again, he doesn't bother putting a 45 in front of the amplifier, but with this strong defense, yeah, he's good to go. He really doesn't need it. Let's see, let's get up here. First we'll check out his other trap tunnel, then we'll head up top. And over here to the north side, this one, as I said in my videos doing storm shield defenses, is one of the best or easiest places to defend. And it's a great place to experiment because you have this, behind this wall is a natural rock wall. So they have to walk through this one tile area. And just putting launchers here and traps will spit out anything that the trap tunnel didn't take out beforehand. He has it, whatever goes flying off goes down here, takes a bunch of damage, gets slammed around. He actually has his launcher going to a 45 back over here. So instead, no, either one or two things are going to happen. The mobs go through fast enough, they drop down here and walk all the way around. Or if they get hit by the launcher, they come back up here and they're getting eaten up by traps, launchers, and getting around. But really, nothing should be getting through this. I did have on mine propane come through here several times, and they just never got close enough to be able to do attacks. Okay, actually, I saw something on the amplifier I wanted to point out, but I need to finish this. Here, I actually like the fact he only two-tiered the metal here. It gives it the basically a construction look to it, like you're on a construction site back here. And then he has the ceiling electric fields. Some of these are going to get blown up, these arches, when they spawn. But he's done so many of them, some of them are going to survive. So chances are the ceiling's going to survive, which means the ceiling electric fields will just eat up all the little spawns that come this way. Alright, let's head over to the amplifier, because I really like this amplifier. And even things like here. I'm sure putting that extra piece of metal there gives a little bit more protection from lobbers, but it gives it a kind of cool look of this chute going up into the top part. And let's see. And that's the part I just jumped into. So that is the entrance right there. While also providing some good protection, it allows me to get up where I need to be. And let's see. Yep, here it is. This is the top. He put a ring around the amplifier, which gives it a great look. And once again, looking out on his mega home base. And this one of the things I like on it, a lot of times the home bases look great when they're symmetric, where all four corners look like all the other four corners. In this case, he didn't do that. He basically did it where this half of the building looks like the other half of the building. The east half looks the same as the west half. And then on the sides, it just has a really cool, interesting, different look. And really enjoy it. He has over here, once again, his Amplifier A with some really interesting builds. This side no longer gets attacked, but you should still have a little bit of defenses on it like he does with the launcher, just for flinger trash and things like that. Now that he has a constructor that has the electric floors, that eats up that flinger trash really good. And even this look right here, the stairwell's just going up into the top of the amplifier. Really good look on it. So really enjoying this. I know, unfortunately, I know at this building rate, he's not going to be able to build all the amplifiers he needs to do all 10 Storm Shield defenses. But I really look forward, and I hope he invites us back in here when he finishes out all 10 Storm Shield defenses and see what new interesting builds he has done. And like I said, he has a different build on each amplifier. Where mine, I wish I had more creativity. I have such a focus on defense and tactical that I don't do some of the cooler things these guys that I'm going in and showing, I guess guys and gals, showing their bases. And he has done a different amplifier build on each of his amplifiers. And that is really cool and different. That's cool and different. This spaceship build he did over here is just insane. But once again, it's highly focused on defense. He has his snipers up here and actually drop down here. And yeah, just heading up, trying to get that lined up good right there for that amplifier. That is just a great, cool look. So, all right. Thank you, Lower North. Really appreciate you letting me in here. It was cool to check out. And for everybody watching this, I look forward to your comments. Let me know your opinions. And I'll be talking to you later. Take care.